Yeah, just trusting my preparation, making sure I'm going through all my mental checks and my mechanics, making sure that I'm repeating everything, and then come game time, just trying to be thoughtless, not think about my mechanics, just going out and competing and trying to attack the strike zone and let my defense play, because this is a huge park and the ball doesn't leave here too often. So the more I can trust my defense and throw in the zone, the better off we'll be. Our coaching staff has been through a lot. They've obviously had a ton of experience at the college level, so for them to give me advice to get through those ups and downs is always huge and something I'll always listen to. So yeah, they just told me to get back to being myself, and I think when I'm my best, I'm just being Tyler Beede. I'm attacking the strike zone, I'm having fun, and I'm not thinking about anything. So that's sort of what they kind of got me back to, and without their help, I probably wouldn't be back to being myself on the mound. Absolutely. I mean, you watch a guy like Walker Buehler and Carson Fulmer pitch. They're very fast-paced, and you see how uncomfortable the other hitters get. So to be able to implement that into your own mechanics without it kind of being a disruption can definitely benefit you and help other pitchers as well. So anything to make the hitter uncomfortable, the better you can be and the more effective your stuff is in the zone. Yeah, obviously, Adam Ravenel, I think obviously Tyler Ferguson's pitched out of the pen a little bit, but Brian Miller, you just see the way that they attack the hitters, their mentality, obviously a deep breath, guys that can control their heartbeat. Hayden Stone is a freshman, pitches like he's an upperclassman, just the way he carries himself on the mound. So really just having good mound composure and poise, pitching like you've been there, and really just trusting your stuff can go a long way, and that's what a lot of our guys do out of the bullpen and on the staff. Well, it's certainly a testament to Coach Corbin and prior to this, Derek Johnson and now Scott Brown, just the way they recruit guys and the way they can develop guys. And it's like you said, it's certainly a challenge coming in. You don't want to make it a challenge, but you want to try to fill those footsteps of those guys and be as good as them and try to have success at the college level. So, obviously to have guys like David Price, Sonny Gray, Mike Minor, Kevin Zomack, guys like that coming through before, it gives you confidence coming in knowing you're going to develop. And for myself, I just wanted to be the best that I could coming here.
You guys have a little bit of familiarity with obviously the team you're playing in the first round.
Oh yeah, it helps for both teams. Obviously it gives you both a little bit of an edge and a little bit of a chip on the shoulder just because we play them in regionals and we beat them, they beat us. Super regionals, we beat them, they beat us, and I think this is one of the first times we've played them in Omaha. It probably is. So it kind of adds to the excitement of it. It adds to the rivalry. But then again, it's just another game. But certainly allows us to focus on it just being a Louisville, regional Louisville, Omaha, and we're just going to try to win this one game on Saturday. I had a rap for some ESPN people earlier in the press conference thing, and every second they get a chance to hear me rap, they can. But I got nothing prepared.
Good luck.
That third game was where we were loose. We were having fun. Obviously, we came off to a great start in the first inning, scored a bunch of runs, and that kind of allowed us to be more loose than we were. We could have been tight before, but after that first inning we weren't, and certainly was a little bit of relief, a weight off the back, because the year prior to that we made it to the Super Regional and we were at home and we couldn't win it against Louisville. So to kind of win it in front of our own fans, having that opportunity was pretty special, and it's exciting to get back here and be able to dogpile like we did in Super Regional. Just got to attack the strike zone and be myself. Certainly there's times when my mechanics get in my own way and I let that kind of affect me, but the more free I am, the more loose and relaxed I am on the mound, the better I can be. And as long as I'm just trusting my stuff and being Tyler Beede, then I think all else will be okay, and I'll just trust my stuff.
Third person reference in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks.
Yeah, no problem. I mean, it's obviously an environment that's or an opportunity that everyone wants to pitch in and have the opportunity to play in. So to be able to have the ball either one of these games is certainly a privilege and an honor, and especially after the last time going out, I want to just pick myself up, want to pick the team up as well. So we're going to come out strong, we're going to set the tone, whoever's pitching, either Buehler or I, and just have fun with it and be ourselves. For me particularly, I just want to go out and be myself, play loose, be athletic, and just have fun. That I saw was just how stiff my mechanics were, how stiff my body was, and obviously I think that kind of got in my mind a little bit, and that jammed me up. I was just thinking too much about my movements, and it was too rigid. So I just wanted to prepare this week and be more athletic, trust my movements, and really just go out and be myself and not really worry about how I was moving or anything like that, and just want to be able to compete and just attack the strike zone.
Tyler, do you pick up anything from any other pitchers here in Omaha, whether it's your own teammates or other guys from other teams, as you've been watching some games, and how they've approached, and something that you like to emulate or something that you appreciate about how another pitcher's approached this challenge?
Yeah, I think you could see from our relievers particularly and other guys who have obviously gone deeper in the ball games, and you can look at the ballpark and just see that they're attacking the zone and just letting the kind of hitters get themselves out, whether it's throwing higher strikes in the zone to get them to pop out, or just really just attacking the zone with fastballs. You see replays of pitches, and they're pretty much splitting the plate. So you really got to make the hitter kind of put it in play. Obviously guys who are walking, too many guys like myself and some other guys, just got to really trust it in the zone a little more.
For the best of 3 series, you're a guy that's used to being number 1 coming out on Friday nights. Would you prefer to be the first one?
Obviously, you like to set the tone, go out and set the tone, but I think whatever the scenario is, we're all going to go out and want the ball. So whether I pitch Monday or Tuesday, it's just an opportunity to pitch again, and they're both very meaningful games. The first game obviously being 1 of 3, and the next one maybe being the final game. So they're both very exciting, and both would be a great opportunity to pitch.
Give us an insight into Buehler for those of us who haven't seen him a lot. Some specifics about what type of pitcher he is.
He's a very athletic kid. He's really good at manipulating the ball, so he can feel the ball right out of his hand and be able to make adjustments really good, even pitch to pitch, and even in the middle of his delivery, if he feels like he's a little out of sync, he can really feel the ball well. He's got a really good 4-pitch mix and 4 pitches that he can throw for strikes most of the time with a fastball. Changeup is kind of his 4th pitch, but he's got a curveball and a slider, so comes right at you. He's a skinny guy, but he can bring the heat. He brings it to like 93, 95, and really attacks the zone. So he's a guy that we love to have out there. We have a ton of confidence in when he pitches.
How many days in Omaha now for you guys? 10 or so?
10.
Give us a little funny anecdote or just some insight into some of the things you guys have done outside of the ballpark. Just a couple quick highlights.
We've gone to the Air Force Base, the Offutt Air Force Base. We've visited. We've toured some of the planes. We've gotten to see some of the fire trucks and all their cool kind of simulations of how they kind of do a bunch of stuff there. So they've been a great host, and we've pretty much just kind of had a ton of fun when we're in the locker room. We're hitting the balloons around and just really keeping ourselves loose and being ourselves. Ton of team bonding.
I feel like you're a minor leaguer.
Yeah.
One of those long bus trips.
Yeah, exactly. So we've been with each other every day, pretty much a lot of the hours of the day we've been with each other. So we're not sick of each other yet, but it's almost there.
A little preview for what you've got coming up here in a few months.
Yeah, exactly. But it's this is a great place to be at the end of June, and we're happy to be here for a couple of weeks. That's for sure.